Hello, here's my last video walkthrough, and this is looking at part 3, class routines. So basically, like, what can you expect every day in English class, no matter if you're at home or in person, like, what will the flow of class be? So, just a refresher, here we are at English, and you want to, like, have a document that tells you something about what you want to know. Go to modules. And then you can see I have a document called routines. So, number 1, before I even open the PDF, how will you start every class, either at home or in person? I don't know, let's take a look. Oh wow, here's how you will start every single class. Always start with journal writing. Which leads us to question 2. What one physical object do you need to get for English class this year? Well, if I need to be writing in a journal, then I should probably get a notebook. So if you need help getting a notebook, I can hook you up. But in general, you should have a notebook for every class, but also specifically for me, you should have a notebook. And this is both at home and in person. To have a notebook to help you be like ready, prepared for class. So, because it's both at home and online, it's like a little tricky, but let's think about the logistics of doing a daily journal entry. So you're at home, you log into Zoom, you see the prompt on the board and you know, oh, this is how English goes. I'm automatically going to read the prompt and then start writing in my journal. That's great and all, but how do you hand that in? There are 2 ways you can do this. 1, in your physical journal, write it out with your hand that you have, and then take a picture of it and put that into Canvas in your submission box. Taking a picture, I think, is the easiest way. And another way that's a little bit trickier is you can make an online version of your journal entry and you can submit that on Canvas, but that will take a little bit of explaining. So your goal is to write on a physical piece of paper and take that picture and send that in. The much easier way to hand in your journal, if you're in class in person and you need to hand in your journal entry, pretty easy, just rip it out of the notebook. Or if you want, I guess, you could take a picture, but you may as well just hand it to me in person. All right, this brings us to number 2 of the flow. Always start with a journal. Then, the majority of class is different types of activities that I will explain each day. The PDF explains this better. Basically, the majority of class could be any style of thing, because I'm trying to hit those 4 things: reading, writing, speaking, listening. So I might make you do a Socratic seminar, I might do a Kahoot, might do a worksheet, might do like a key passage, like it'll be different every day. I'll explain it to you every day, but the middle of class is like when we're really getting into the book and into our topic. So that answers number 5. What are some things it could look like? All sorts of activities. And number 6, how will you end class every day? You will end class with either a grammar goodbye or parting poetry. So depending on the day and your block, it's all complicated because it's hybrid, but depending on the day, you will end with a grammar game that goes on this website called Free Rice and is actually donating to charity, so it's like a win-win game charity thing. Or, if not grammar, then we will read a poem as a class. Even if you're on Zoom, you'll be a part of that, and you get to leave English with this parting idea of poetry in your mind. So, final question. To recap, what is the 1, 2, 3 of how I will run class every day? And basically, 1, always a journal entry. You will always walk in. I will always have some sort of journal prompt on the board. You will always start writing, no matter if you're at home or in the classroom. 2, this is like most of class. All different types of activities that I will let you know what they are, but they're focusing on the book, school stuff, activities. And then the last thing you will do every day is a parting thing with grammar or with poetry. So that's the flow of class. And unlike my other video in the middle, I managed to time this one right. I didn't run out of time. So those are my videos. If you have any questions, email me or talk to me. And I hope these video walkthroughs were useful to you mostly.